So you're thinking of moving to Bossier City, Louisiana? In this video, we're going to show you around Bossier City. We will take you through some neighborhoods and show you some different price points so that you can see what might be within your budget. If you stick around until the end, I promise you I will share with you the best kept secret of this neighborhood that you definitely don't want to miss. And we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in Bossier City, Louisiana, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Bossier City. My name is Robert Batchelor with Batchelor Properties. We get calls and emails every day from people like you and you and you and you looking for help on making their move to Bossier City, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of the information is in the description below so we can help you make a smooth move to Bossier City. Hello everyone, let's make a difference today in Bossier City. All right, last video we were at St. Charles Court, and today now I want us to go on the map of Bossier City and see where it's located, where St. Charles Court is and what is around there. So let me share my screen with you right now and pull me up over here. All right, so we see here, put my glasses on so I can see a little bit better. Kingston Road is our main area. Let me zoom out so that you can see Bossier City. Let me do a quick, right here you can see this line right here. This is all Bossier City, okay? So we go all the way down here. I mean, we're just, it's a you know, good size, 62,000, I think is the last census. All of this right in here is considered Bossier City. Now, you know, Louisiana has parishes instead of counties. So Bossier Parish would be a lot larger. It would go on up in here. But this right in here is Bossier City. There, of course, they're showing the Shreveport aquarium right here on the edge, but this is downtown of Shreveport, which is our neighboring city, which is a much larger city of around 150,000, I think, last census in 2020. And so, you know, with the two combined, we have a fairly, you know, a good sized community. And then we have some smaller communities like Halton and Benton and several others that we're going to be going out into those neighborhoods also and looking and checking on what the housing looks like in those areas also. So let's now go back to where we were on the map and zoom in here, and where we're going to be at is right up here where Kingston Road is. So you can tell we're in North Bossier, a good maybe 10 miles north of downtown Bossier, if there really is a downtown Bossier. I've lived there all my life, and I really couldn't tell you where downtown is. If it even really exists. I know where the municipal building is, where we go and have court and we have pay our water bill and do all those kinds of things. All right, small community, but and love it. I mean, you're gonna love Bossier City and moving if you're coming here for Barksdale Air Force Base or for a job or whatever the case may be. Everybody say, "Ooh, Louisiana," but I'm telling you, we have uh, good weather most of the time, and we basically, I mean, we're a small community. People still wave to one another and friendly, and as you're driving around the neighborhood and you see people out and about, they'll wave and. Um, Even though they don't really know you, it's just a friendly community, and I'm grateful to have grown up here, and I continue to live here, and have my run my businesses out of Bossier City. So let's look now. Kingston Road is a major dividing road right here. This road right here, Kingston, and so north of here. This is considered Benton, all right, the beginning of a small community that we're going to see several neighborhoods in. And then south of this is considered, y'all can see my drawing here, all right, Bossier City. All right, so St. Charles Court is right here. We have a Bossier City address, but you'll see that, let me get rid of those lines. Um, North the neighborhood over here would have a Benton address, but right here we have um, a Bossier City address. So we are truly North Bossier, I mean, for sure. So over here we have this area right here is next to us is a really nice townhouse apartment type living. It's not, they're very expensive. And also people who have chosen not to buy a house right away or whatever, or would look to something like this. So it doesn't, when we say apartments, it doesn't run down our value in our neighborhood because it is upper end value there that is available for those who choose not to purchase right away. But you can see how large. Um, there's like 600 plus homes. It was been in like three different phases. The first phase basically was this area right here at the very front and went down to Dumaine, and I don't know what in the clubhouse was there. That was kind of like the first part, and this is a nice thing. You do have a clubhouse and also a pool, community pool that you can, if you're a resident, then you have access to those. And the clubhouse is basically free. You put a one-time $50 deposit down, and then you get that returned back to you after you've used the clubhouse for what you needed, and it was clean, then not a problem. So at the end of the day, it's a free usage, and it's nice for birthday parties and just I've seen ladies have different type of things provided there. Then the second half of what this community basically wrapped around here, Dumaine, from here, it then added this area right in here was basically the second phase. And then the third phase, let me move up on our map here. Our third phase basically then took off from where it left off, and it went more into this area right in here. So the developer, Mr. Warren, did I think an excellent job in planning this community out. The first part of the community, you'll notice that they're cul-de-sacs. Okay, so you go uh, as you come down, then you go and come back around, and then naturally come back around here. Then you come to the next set right there, and then come down to the next, and then it's at this point after this that then this went around, but then they started bringing it on around, and they brought coming down into the new area, the village part of the complex subdivision. All right, and then it went on down and came around. There is a nice lake right here. There's walking trails, and I have a video of that in the last video we did of the tour. And all you can fish in that pond, and you can also have a walking trail around. And a lot of times you see the backyard of everybody who lives right in here, and everybody is super friendly. Just to, like I say, you have several different entrances to this walking trail in between houses. You can come, I think there's one like right here, and then there's one over here somewhere where you can come through. You're not going through somebody's yard to get to this area, but it has like two or three different places that you can get to that. And beautiful, beautiful homes. They get more expensive in the front. They're about 275, 280 right now, and then as you get it over in here, they're about 355. 450, and then you come on back to this back end, they get into the 500s to 600 and all. So I don't think we have any that are $1 million yet being built, but who knows? If there's some land right here, there might be a big house right there. So anyway, let's figure out and see what's kind of around. Now as far as where we are at in the scheme of things. Now, first thing we want to know is what's available to eat. So we have Johnny's Pizza. And for those of you who are not from around this area that watching this video, that is a local fella who years ago started Johnny's Pizza a long time ago, and then they franchised it out, and it has moved into other cities and towns. But good pizza. Everybody around in this area loves it. We got our good old Taco Bell. We have our Burger Kings, our McDonald's, all those kinds of things. But you've got an oil change place right here, storage. You've got U-Haul. You've got Circle K. Can't live without Circle K. Yeah, some 7-Elevens long ago. Now Circle K. We have an EMS, Bossier Parish EMS office close by to us, not far from us. But you have two ways that you would go into town. You've got Benton Road over here. Benton Road would be one way, and then you've got Airline Drive. Those are two major thoroughfares that will take you back into town. Now, if we take Swan Lake Road, then this will kind of loop us around, and you see how it loops around here and comes on around, and it's kind of like it doesn't quite, but it feels like it's a loop around the city, but it's a much needed thoroughfare that we've needed for a long, long time. And it finally has recently been built, and we are excited about that. Bossier Parish School of Technology and CTE courses there. So we have a real good school system for your family and your children. Then if we get right here by 220, which is the loop around Shreveport and Bossier, one big loop there, bypass. We have Olive Garden, we have Walk On, we have Chick-fil-A, we have a Best Buy and a Target, and Nothing But Bunt. That's a great place. Everybody loves that. And then the Willis-Knighton is a well-known hospital center in Bossier and in Shreveport. Excellent care. So, after we eat in all these places, another broken egg, flying burger, cookies. We have a Sam's Club and Academy, Ultra. You think of small town, but basically, I mean, we got Walgreens, we got banks. We come on down, Airline High School where I teach. Awesome school system. Then, like I say, we got Whataburger, we got Sonic, all this coming down on into now the center of what we would call the center of town. And so just depends on what and where you're needing to go. So let's take a look here. And if you were needing now your schools here for our neighborhood for St. Charles Court will be Kingston Elementary right here. Let me get my pen. Okay, I'm on eraser. All right, I'll get there in just a second. Hang on. There we go. All right, so Kingston Elementary is like right across. Here we go in our St. Charles Court, and you go right across Kingston Road, and then you go right there. Then the nice thing about it is that the high school has just been built, and it is right here on down from the elementary school. And then we have your middle school is there's an intermediate school, 5th and 6th grade is on up here with right next to Benton Middle School. So it's over here off of Highway 3, Benton Road. All right, so those would be your three schools that even though you're in Bossier City, you're going to Benton Schools, which is the suburb of Bossier City, but nonetheless an excellent school. And thank goodness you don't have to be so close, have to go. The district lines for the school run a little bit differently than based upon your city. The parish is just kind of intertwined so that all the schools are somewhat equally divided the best they can to keep from overcrowding and all. So some excellent things thought out concerning that. So you can know that at St. Charles Court, I think it's one of the, we have several really nice places to live in North Bossier. And St. Charles Court's going to be one of those. So let's take a quick look now to see how far it would look like if you were needing to get to the airport. For instance, if you flew out for your job once a month or even more so times than that. So let's zoom out a little bit and let's find our where our airport is at. There it is, airport right here. And there it is right there. Shreveport Regional Airport. So we're right here. So you'll notice by 20 and 220. So if you're over here at okay, so we're basically right up here. All right, and then we're going to go from there down to 3 over to 220, and then you will be at the airport right there by Monkhouse Drive. Okay, so not very far. from where you would need to be if you work downtown Shreveport. I mean, right here is downtown Shreveport, probably more so right here. And all you've got, I mean, you know, you're just shooting across and you're there, or you could come across here and go this way. So, and we really don't have, you know, I mean, you ask different people their opinion, but for the most part, you are not going to have a congestion problem getting to work. You know, you're not going to have to add an hour's drive, or what if you were living in Dallas or in another larger city. We are getting more and more people moving to Bossier City, so our you know, for us native people who've been here for all our lives, you know, it's not the hick town of 20,000 people anymore, you know, little country town. It's now become a little more cityfied, uh, if we can call it that. And that can be for the good and that can be for the bad. I look for it to be the good, because you know, you still get that small town feel, but you still got some folks around you, you know, still got some folks around you. All right, I believe I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover, and so we're glad that you guys joined us for this version of our Living in Bossier City. And we're grateful to have you guys. And we will see you on the next video. So let's keep making a difference, Bossier City. See you next time.